Yes. Good day to you, everyone. This is the Bell Tech. You're welcome to another wonderful tutorial today. Uh, Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button so that whenever I post amazing tutorial, you'll be getting the notification. This channel is majorly on data science and analysis. So we'll be making use of different programming language like SQL, um, Python, Power BI, Tableau, Visual Studio. Then we can talk about Microsoft Excel and other ones. So today, let's dive straight into today's tutorial. So what are we talking about? We'll still be talking about data manipulation language (DML) in data analysis, most in using SQL, Microsoft SQL. So we are still on data manipulation language. For those that have not watched my previous video, please kindly go to my videos and watch the one that we have posted before. So today we'll be talking about aggregate function, and the one that we'll be using today is count. How do you use count as an aggregate function? So I'm going to write the title of what we're to go to the. But before that, let me quickly show us the data. It's still the same data that we'll be using. This data um, comprises of different data type, so we can perform any operation on this data set from purchase trans. So this is a data set that we're using. So let's select the database. The database is staging. So let's select and run this. So exactly, this is the data set that we have that we have been using. Comprises of numbers and letters and different functions, different database, data type that you can talk about. Be it a float, be it an integer, be it virtual, anyone. So that is why we have been making use of this particular data, because we can perform any operation with this data set. So that's it. So let's write. What are we doing today? We are going to uh, we are using count aggregate function. So we are using count aggregate function. So forward slash, then asterisk. So we are going to count total number, count total number. Okay. So this one is small letter. Count total number of records. Count total number of records in the purchase trans. So this purchase trans is a table. So we want to count. Let's look at the purchase trans data set. So we'll be making use of this particular table to count, to use the function, the aggregate function count. So we'll be using the purchase trans. So let's look at what we are to do now. So we can go straight by using our query. So then the next thing you have to do is to use your select statement. I like to type my query in capital letter, but it doesn't matter if you type in capital or small letter in SQL. It's acceptable. Anyone is acceptable. So select. We are going to use a select statement. Select count. Then you open your parentheses and put your asterisk. Then you close it. Then you have to give the name, because you are generating another column for this information. You are going to retrieve another column for this particular information. So then you need to state the title. You need to tell the SQL the title of that column that you want, different from the default that you have here. So I would like to make, I will say as. So when you use that, when you're giving your column a title, you're specifying it. You use as in the process. Total count. So I'll call it total count. You can call it anything you like, That is what the SQL is going to make use of. So I will be using total count from purchase trans. So you can see my IntelliSense is working. I can click on this, it's going to work for me, and I can type it in full. It's still the same thing. So if I run this, so can you see that that count is in another color, which shows is recognized. The word is recognized by SQL as a function. So that is why it's always is quoted in this um, pink color. So let's run this and see what we have. So it's going to give us a particular. It's going to count all the no all information in the data. It's going to count everything for us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's going to count it. If it is 1,000, it's going to give us the information. Now, if you look at this particular place, you see that we have 26,357 rows. So let's run this and see what we have here. You can see it has counted the rows for us, which is 26,357. And the title of the title that I use for that column is already displayed here as the total count. So you can change it if you use all count. For instance, if I change this place to all count, that is what you are going to see as a title here. So let me run this. Can you see? We have it as all count, 26,357. So you can use this on any particular table that you have. Now, if you look at this purchase trans table, I still have other table. Let's see if I want to use another. Let's say I want to use another. Select. You open your printer star, then you have shift star. Close it. Has total count. Let me use this one as total count. As total count here, and okay, I'm using it as total count. So I don't want to use the purchase trans table. I want to make use of another table. Let's say I say from if I look at this information here, let me check this, see what I can have different table here. Let me expand the database and see the what I have here. Okay. So I just want to staging tables. So if I expand this staging database, I'm going to see okay, I can use products. This is a table here that's called products. So let's run this and see what we are going to have. Oh, it's telling us that completion near from products. Okay, we can use, let's make use of products category. Can we use this? Okay, there's a problem here. It said incorrect syntax near star in this particular information. Select. Oh, I didn't put count. Sorry. So I didn't put my count there. So that's why I'm getting an error message. So let me run it on this first. Okay, you can see on the total count on this particular table, which is product category, I have 104. Okay, on the product itself, if I run this, see what I have here. Total count is still 104 on product and product category. So this is how you make use of your your count function, aggregate function in SQL. By you can count any particular column rows that you have in a table. It's going to count everything for you. So this is it. And I can also make use of there's another way you can use your count statement. I can say select. Let's say I want to name the particular table, and let's say I have a table in this database that is called employee. I will write the name of that particular table, and I'll close it. I close it. Then I'll say as let's say I'm calling it employee count. Employee count. That's the title. Employee count. Okay, from this is a column itself. So I want to purchase trans. So let me make use of this. This is a particular. So let's say what we are. So I'm making use of this particular employee. And if you check this, let's say if you run this, I think this is there's a particular information that's called employee. Can you see this employee column here that we have here? This is a column known as employee. Let's count that particular. Uh, okay, let's run it. Okay, employee is giving us the list of everything that we have here. So can you see it's giving me the names of everybody because I did not put count. That's one thing. It's giving me the what? The all the names of everybody that is in that employee. But let's fix our count now. Let's put our count there and see what we have. Count. Okay. So let's make use of this. So you can see we have if you roll this one down. Okay, let's run it. 26,357 as employee. So instead of using this star, your parentheses inside star and putting the name of the table, you can count. You can also count your column from your table, from any table that you have. So this is how to use count in a SQL. There's another one that is called distinct count. Distinct count is what will give you the unique value of every information without repetition. It's going to give you the unique value of information of the value that you have in that data set without repetition. So we call it distinct count. We call it call it distinct count. So we can also make use of that distinct count also in a table. So if I want to make use of that distinct count, I can say select. I will use my my count here, and I'll open my parentheses and say distinct. Then I can put the name of the, maybe let's say it's a column. I can put it here, employee, just like the employee that we used before, employee. Now you close it as total count of unique. Like I said, it's going to count the unique value, those value that doesn't have repetition, those value that doesn't appear twice, those values that just appear once. That's what it's going to count from purchase trans. So that's what it's going to do for me here. So if I run this statement, okay, I have 604. Now look at this and this. If you look at this count, this information that I have here and this information that I have here, these two together, let's run these two together and see what we have. So this is the first one, this is the second one. The first one is 26,357. This one, this ordinary count, this 9 here, this count will count everything with repetition. Those that appear more than once is going to count them. But for the distinct count, it's not going to count those that appear more than once. It's going to count them as one. If there is any name that appear, any employee that comes out more than once, it's going to take it as one. That is what it's going to do for us. Now, if you remember, without putting this count, when I run this particular statement here, let me put it here. It gives us all the names of the employee in this particular data table. Look at it. Let's remove the count here. What do we have? By running this, we have all the names of everybody. You can see that we have this name Andrew appear more than once. This James appear more than once. So that is what it's going to do for us here. So, but if it is distinct, if you use what distinct, so if you use the word distinct and you put your count here, it's going to this one will not run anything for us because of there's no counts there. So it's just for instance, if I want to know the information of the employee, the names that I had there, is going to write it for me. Let's say I just say select um, select star from employee. If I have this and I run this, select star from employee. Okay, it's not a table. I don't think we're going to have to invalid object name because it's not a particular it's not a table itself. So that's why it's a column here. It's a column here. That's why we cannot use it. But if it's a table, we can run this. So that's why. But if we want to get everything that you have here, okay, so let's see what we can do, because it's a column, but we can still get what we need here. So what I can do is, let me actually bring out this particular column and see the names of, I want to see the names of everybody I have here instead of counting from, let me pick that column from that particular data purchase, from that particular table, purchase trans. So if I use this, I can run this. Okay, let's run this. Okay, this one cannot run. Don't forget I told us this cannot run. So when you run this, let's run this now. Okay, this is select employee from purchase trans. Select employee from purchase trans. It's listing everybody, but it's still repeated. It's still repetition here. So if I want to get the information without repetition, I can put this tint here. So it's not going to show me one names twice. So that's what this is going to do for me. So let me run this. Can you see we have Shelly, Valente, Jim? You can see that all the names comes out just once, not twice. Just once. Everything just come out just once, and we have 604 rows. You see where we have 604 rows here. If you look at the right hand corner, so there's no repetition, so everything comes out once. But if you come here, if you look at what we have here, this distinct, you can see that it's going to give us the same value. So let's look at this. That's distinct. These are the distinct ones. It's going to give us just the total number. So that's why we have 604 here. So this is exactly, so you can see this information and this information, they are the same. So this is listing everything out for us, but this one is giving us the total number at once. So this is how to use your count and distinct count in SQL Server. I hope you really enjoyed this tutorial. I want you to subscribe to this particular channel so that whenever I post amazing tutorial, you get notification to watch. More amazing videos are coming, more amazing tutorials are coming. Kindly subscribe this channel for you to get along. Thank you for this class. You're welcome.